we get this mindset? Go to Corinthians 3:19. Where we get this mindset from? Because all this thinking is not in the Bible. That's not thus said the Lord. That's thus said you. And the things that you picked up over the process of time as you're growing up. That's where you got that from. That's not thus said the Lord. So we're going to see where you got that from. Corinthians 3:19.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Go ahead.
And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain.
You see that? All the thoughts that our people have are vain. And a lot of them thoughts that you have today in how you measure a marriage or measure the relationship between man and woman is through the world. You didn't come, thus said the Lord, to understand how you measure man and woman. You didn't do that. So everything that you learn is from the world. That's the wisdom of the world. And guess what? God said that's foolishness with him. It's foolishness. It's all vanity. What's some of the vanity things that they say? Same-sex marriage. Some people are anti-marriage. They just want to be single.
Right.
They whole life. Or some people, some parents some women tell their daughters to play the field.
Right.
How you know what you want until you play the field? That's wisdom of the world. That's not wisdom of God. You understand? Because at one point in time, when we was in our right state of mind, we understood the importance of the token of your virginity. We understood the importance of marriage. We understood that. Now she's sleeping with all these different men and got all type of spirits on her. So we got to change that mindset. So that is a vain and evil imagination. Why? Because it's lasciviousness, it's concupiscence. That means sexual desires. Evil, wicked desires. It's for sexual pleasures. Threesomes, same-sex marriages, doing all type of manner of wickedness. The Most High said, no, as thus said the Lord, marriage, and that's going to be honorable, and that's a bed that's going to be undefiled. You understand? And whoremongers he would judge. Where did the Most High get that from? The whoremonger he would judge. Is that something that Paul just made up because it's a New Testament? It's a New Testament, a new way of thinking. It's the New Testament. Is it a new thing for how I want to say it? The prosperity doctrine. The laws are done away with. Right. We can go without lust. Right. No, Paul didn't get that from that. Let's see where he got it from. Deuteronomy 23:17. This is what it means talking about evil and vain imagination. The wisdom of the world. That's where you get your how to love and how to express yourself. It's through the wisdom of the world. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
You see that? That's how you repair the nation. I ain't worrying about what Esau doing right now. I'm worrying about what we doing. That's what I'm worrying about. When you understand that we shouldn't have no sodomites or no whores amongst the daughters of Israel. Why? Because a lot of violence started fighting over women that's not yours or sleeping with another man's wife.
Right.
That's where all the problems come from. It says should be no whores or no sodomites. You already know that's not right. A sodomite, that's unprofitable. They don't even go along with nature.
Right.
It say marry. It say it's not good for a man to be alone, and also for a young virgin to get married. And when they get married, what happened? They married and multiply and be fruitful. That's what happened. But you can't do that just whoring it and just a sodomite. No. Then it's going to be unprofitable. It's not going. The children that you bear is not going to be fruitful.
Right.
They're not going to be profitable to your nation. So let's go to Sirach 7:25. Sirach 7:25. This is what we need. This is the most important thing. No government assistance. None of that's going to help you with this. All this is internal. All that is inside. It's mental. It's a way of thinking. Your psychologist. And sociology. How you deal with one another. That's what this Bible is about. Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding.
You see that? Go ahead.
Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
So when you're looking for a wife, it say get a wife unto thy own mind. That's like you. Y'all have things in common. You can have a wife where you trying to rebuild a nation, and trying to rebuild our nation from our ugly condition, and the only thing she worrying about her beauty,
Right.
her vanity. That's the only thing she worrying about. Y'all gonna clash. And you can't have a sister that's talking about have the nation mind and want to rebuild her people, and you got a brother that's playing video games all day.
Right.
A grown ass child. So it said, give yourself over to somebody that's like-minded. Because if she's just only caught up in her beauty, that means she's a light woman. Light mean dumb. She only just about beauty. She an airhead, what they call it. Or even it say, give that daughter over to a man that's of understanding. Don't just have no guy, just a young man come to your house as a father. Don't have no young man come to your house pants sagging. No goals, no ambition, no future. It's talking about, let me take your daughter. You must be crazy.
Right.
That's why it says it's a weighty matter. But guess what? We need the father in the household first. We need the man in the house first and foremost.
Yes, sir, that's right.
So read that again.
Sirach chapter 7 and verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
That is so powerful. Y'all find a wife that y'all mesh. Y'all come together. Y'all on one accord. That's what you got to find. Whoever, the husband, you got to find a wife, or a wife got to find a husband. Y'all have to have things in common. If you want to work, you want to go to school, get an education, you want to travel, make sure that these are things that you want. Don't compromise that. And then that's what's going to make your marriage bitter. You're going to be unhappy. You understand? So read that again.
Sirach chapter 7 and verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Go ahead.
Honor thy father with thy whole heart, and forget not the sorrows of thy mother.
So you see that? It say, honor thy father. It goes back to what Christ said. Marriage is honorable. Honor your father. And it's hard to honor your father when he's not there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A boy is lacking the discipline on how to be a man. The daughter is lacking a father figure on how to be a young lady.
Right.
From her father. And the wife or the baby mother is lacking a husband. You see how the ball of confusion it is?
Right.
So that same negative, that same pain and hurt is radiating through the community. That's why we killing each other. It's a lot of hurt and broken people out there in our community because they don't understand the principle of marriage. You know the movie with them black women called Hidden Figures?
Yes, sir.
How the hell you gonna have that try to get the Esau to outer space while your damn children lost on Earth? They lost on Earth. You talking about hidden figures? The damn fathers are hidden. The father figures are hidden. Right. That's who hidden. So our mind is, like we said, it's everywhere. Everybody have their own agendas. We got to get back on one accord as a people. So, read that again. Read verse 26 again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Right. And even when you said a man of understanding and also a woman can't be like-minded, because we can't have our people in all these different philosophies and all these different traditions of 5% of Muslim Egyptologists. That's not going to work. That's confusion. So we got to remove ourselves from that. All right, let's go to how can you accomplish this task? Go to Sirach 6 and 7. Sirach 6 and 7.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Right. You see that? Don't be hasty to do that. Don't be hasty to credit no one. You probably hasty to credit him because his beauty, the way he speak, he got big feet, he have a nice build, or you probably hasty to credit her because she's have a nice body. That all that's gonna fade first and foremost. All that's gonna fade. So it said, don't be hasty to credit a friend. How you gonna prove them? You're gonna prove them, thus saith the Lord. That's how you're gonna prove them. Read it again.
Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Be not hasty to credit him. Take your time. It's marriage is it's for the long haul. Marriage is a lifetime. Not married how the world is doing right now. They switch husband and wife like they switch friends.
Right.
No, not that. Matter of fact, get Sirach. How I want to say it. Get Sirach 9 and 10. Watch this. Sirach 9 and 10. Just on the mentality of how we look at each other, how we view one another, how we have zero tolerance for one another.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 10. Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him.
You see that? So what Beyonce was singing, that is a song to destroy our people, talking about to the left, you replaceable. Right. That ain't what the Bible's saying. That ain't what the Bible's not telling you to do that. Anybody who can pack up overnight and leave, the love wasn't there in the first place.
Yes, sir.
So we got to change that mentality. We got to don't forsake an old friend. Your friend, your marriage, your wife or your husband, your spouse, y'all supposed to look at each other as friends. Y'all supposed to have a good time with one another. Y'all supposed to love one another. Enjoy each other. Happiness. Tranquility. These are things that a marriage is supposed to be like, but we don't understand that. But the Bible is telling you how to do it. Prove a friend.
Right.
See how their conversation is, what they like, what they going for, what their mind is like. Is she light? Do we have anything in common? These are the importance of marriage that we forsake, that we don't think it's necessary for. Go back to Sirach 6 and 7.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Investigate that person. Investigate that sister. Investigate that brother. See if they line up. Do he want a job? What do he want in life? What he believe in? Yeah, that does matter. Because we talking about a spiritually destroyed people. So the only thing that get us out of this is God's words. We need a spiritual healing. That's what we need. So you have to investigate this individual. You got to ask questions. Let me tell you something. The sister something. The most vulnerable position you can be in is on your back. Then they got that?
I hope they did.
The most vulnerable position you can be in is on your back.
Right.
If you don't trust a man, then why lay down with him? You know, it's a lot of evil things can come from that. A lot of dangerous things can come from you don't really trust him. You don't really know who he is, but you lay down on your back.
Playing with fire.
Playing with fire. What you can get? You can get disease. You can get a bad baby. You can get a person that don't how I want to say it, a no good man. You can also have a baby.
That's right.
Now you stuck with this man that you do not like and you hate his guts. That's the most vulnerable position you can be in, sisters, on your back. So guess what? Stay on your feet long as possible.
Right.
Okay, since we gave the sisters one, now we got to give the brothers one. It say, don't be blind by lust where you overlook the proving process. Because you probably get an unclean woman. That's not like your mind. You can't even tolerate her. You can't even reason with her. You can't even talk to her. Every time y'all talk, y'all about to fight. Y'all throwing things at each other. And guess what? She's going to have a monster. That when I'm talking about a monster is a child. You're going to be on child support. She's going to teach your child not to talk to you, to hate you, to have the same energy that she had with you. Because you remember, the mother is the first teacher. And that's what's going to happen. So the point is, the conclusion, the moral of the story, I want to get it right. If you don't want to marry him or her, if you're not 100%, then don't lay down with him.
Right.
Or don't lay down with her. You understand? Now go back to go to Sirach 25:1. Sirach 25:1. I know it's kind of a little long, but let's get it in.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified, and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
You see that? A man and a wife that agrees together. That's beautiful before God and man. That's what it's talking about. It's honorable to God. Why? Because you took a person with one set of thoughts and another person with another set of thoughts from 2 different worlds, and they came together and made it work and came on one accord. Just like God and Christ. They on one accord. And as a nation, we're going to be on one accord with Christ as Christ is on one accord with the Father. So that's what it means to be honorable. When you come when y'all walk, the husband and wife walk through their day-to-day life, and when they have a counsel, they say, you wrong, I'm right. I'm right, you wrong. No, both of y'all are wrong.
Right.
And the sooner you understand that, the sooner y'all can resolve y'all problems. And then nobody ain't going to be able to come in between y'all. It's that easy. So in order for us to fix our nation, we got to fix our marriage status. It say, read it again.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified, and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
That's what it's about. A man and wife that agrees together. Because you don't understand. The same tools that you utilize to have a healthy and successful marriage is going to be the same tools that you utilize to have a successful relationship amongst your nation.
Right.
Because it's about commitment, it's about loyalty, it's about trust, and it's about love. And overall, all of that, you endeavoring to keep the peace. You trying to make it work. Until when? Tobit 8 and 7. This is the last precept. Tobit 8 and 7. I pray that y'all get some understanding from this class, Israel.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 8 and verse 7. And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister for lust, but uprightly. Therefore mercifully ordain that we may become aged together.
You see that? It's not supposed to be a short-term thing. It's not. When you get married, it's supposed to be y'all grow old together. Y'all have history together. Y'all have stories to tell. You know them old couples to where they so old, they kind of act like one another. They talk like each other. They sometimes almost look like one another. And oftentimes to where the love and the bond has grown so strong and so tight, when one passed, the other one is not too far from it.
Yes, sir.
So let's work on our mindset of marriage, Israel, the importance of marriage. It's very important that we understand that if you are talking about that you want to help restore your people and restore your nation, first let's restore our homes.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How about you? How about you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.